Rose Clan. Why? But I'm way too deep. Wrong! Wrong! Everything you've done is wrong. And it's only been 10 seconds. Pylon is on 14. I have every single one. Sometimes I spell it out. 14. You're like, no, Winter, I'm cannon rushing. I'd love to see it. At least it's a super pylon? Well, every first pylon will be a super pylon unless something has gone horribly wrong, or you're cannon rushing, because you have to have a pylon to build a gateway that will become a warp gate, assuming you don't forget warp gate. So I guess it's not as much of an assumption. Taking notes? You paid me $10 for something. My YouTube videos are free, by the way. Just in case you didn't. Anyways. I mean, zealots are shitty. Zealots are... How do I want to describe this? It's just not coming to me. Usually, sometimes things come to me. Not tonight. Well, let's put it this way. Zealots are the 4th best unit you could be making this early. So they're in the top 4. They're in the top 4. Out of a gateway. Like, zealots are just shittier adepts until you get charged. No. What the fuck is this? You're like, oh shit, I was taken by surprise. Maybe if I reposition, my 4 zealots and 1 stalker will be able to take 5 zealots, a cannon, guardian shield, and 4 sentries. I was a little bit off to start the fight, but, I mean, the fight started. We can't just call it off. Okay. This is happening. Thank you, Bows, for 4 months. Yeah, everybody, like, once the fight starts, there's no stopping. Does he even have a Nexus? Of course not.
Now I have your attention.
Thank you, Fire. Welcome back. Like, why even attack? Imagine if you had, in that scenario, if instead of 5 zealots that you lost, all of them, for no reason, if you had 5 adepts and shaded past, you probably would have killed most of his probes. But you had 5 zealots and decided to fight more zealots. Which, there's obviously a severe lack of critical thinking and or math and or vision skills. And none of them are mutually exclusive. In fact, they're often found in tandem.
Shadows.
Like, okay, so he killed all of your units and lost very few units. Why are essentially the same amount of units? I got an immortal. Look at the immortal. It's big and it's strong. My charge is half the way done. All right. Fight! 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 What the? Oh my God! Welcome back to Silver League Snowflakes. Everybody knows once you start the fight, you can't stop it. It's Protoss rules. So now just ah! What is it time for? Well, we built more units. Here's the beauty of it, is that... Actually, no, there's no beauty here. What are all the... He has like 3, 4 observers. How many fucking observers? He has 7 observers! This is a... I'm not sure if you're playing against Protoss or Sauron right now. I don't... What the fuck? I don't know. Yeah, you can see... His army supply, 7 of which is observed. Alright, what have you decided? I mean, Immortals, Archons, and Charge Lots. Here's what I'm really hoping. No spoilers, Rick. If that is your real name, which would be hilarious. 2 first names as well. I'm not criticizing, but like, I love the people who go in. It's like, what's my StarCraft profile name gonna be? John, because my name is John. People call me Johnny, but I'll go by John. I don't know. Jeez, Rick. I don't know. I can't do it. Anyway, so you're building a Mortal Archon charge lot and your opponent doesn't know how to attack. So what I feel like is going to happen is... This is what happened, especially at the lower levels. The entire beginning of the game has been forgotten. Whatever happened then, forgotten. In the past, years ago. So now, you're going to win the game or be very close to winning the game with Immortal Archon Charge Light. You're going to be like, how could I have built that Immortal Archon Charge Light better? And you forget the Units Lost tab at this stage. Alright, I feel that he's going to try... Emmanuel here, when you act... Now that you've finally built an army and not thrown it away, I like how it took 2 tries. You're like, guess he has too much now. And then you're going to crush it. And of course, since this is the Silver League, we're 13 minutes in. You're not allowed to take a third at your third. That's far too scary. And 2, you're never ever going to think about 50 probes. Who would ever need that many probes? That's too much income. He's out there. I mean, what are the upgrades? 2-1 versus +2. You have Storm? But why? The only thing Storm's gonna do for you is make it harder to use your Guardian Shield. But I think you've already kind of prepared for that by just not making any sentries. Now this is beautiful. This is beautiful. That was really nice. Like, you sent your probes to their death. But because he killed so many probes, you actually remembered you're supposed to make probes, and you have more probes than the probes he killed. You would have had less probes had he not killed any probes. Beautiful. That was very kind of him. How many observers? He's on 9 observers.
After they came and destroyed
Everybody knows you can't fight till you're maxed out. Unless you just... Is this still a perfect game for him? He's betting 1,000. 30 units lost to 0. Alright, the rock's gonna be taken down. If he walks into you, you just crush this. I don't think you see it anymore. Why are... Okay. Why are you expanding here again? The first time... I know. 96% of the reason. 96% is because you just can't even fathom taking a third base in a location near your base, because that's way too much to keep track of. You take a base out here, that way, either it works and they don't see it and you're fine, or it dies and you're not responsible for it. Like, that's it. Oh, he lost a unit. But this is Immortal Arc. Well, half the army's fighting. Once the... Oh, Storm! Now, if the other half the army comes up, this would be a sick fight. Alright, everybody else? Everybody get in on it. Immortals, so good. Oh, wait a second. The turnaround, the comeback story, with half the army winning the fight. It's almost like Archons are good. And then suddenly, the zombie toss bill. You know why we call it zombie toss? Because you can literally be undead and have no control over your keyboard and still win the fight a lot of the time. And that's pretty much what just happened. I'll be like, but there were 2 storms. Okay, that was the difference maker. Oh no, he's gonna try to micro. He's gonna try to target the Colossus. It's a disaster! It was so good until you controlled your units! Well, it's fine still, because those are immortals. Anyways, so congratulations, you win the game. Of course. A red health Archon. Alright, deck OG. Now you're just... Why? You just...